And people, for those of you who have followed my channel and you've heard me and you've actually listened, I am big time all about the nature of the beast. The nature of the animal. I know, girl, I know. You know what, with this wind, I think I'm going to hang this down here further. I know what you want. All right, there's that one. Come on, girls. Come on. I wish I had easy, girls. There you go. Come on, Libby. It's all right. It's all right. See, they could have had the free choice hay outside, but it's windy, it's cold, it's damp. Okay? And they're also hungry because that really did turn cold quickly last night. And they're starting to lose their winter coat. Now, what is my rant about? Well, like I said, I'm all about the nature of the beast. Okay? Every beast. Four-legged, two-legged, feathered, scaled, everything. Okay? I'll turn that off. And people, how am I going to put this? If you want perfection, you are not, I repeat, you are not going to get it on this earth. There is no way. It's not going to happen. We as human beings do the best we can with what we have to work with. Hi Jenny, I'm coming, girl. So they can't go down and graze. So because of the drop in temperature, I'm checking to make sure they have hay. Nature of the beast. Yeah, I'm coming, Misty. Horses are not meant to be cooped up in stalls. Okay? They are happier to be allowed to go in and out as they please. Okay. All right. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think I go on other channels that have livestock, and I watch their videos, and sometimes I engage in the comments if I have the time to do so. Okay? And okay, if there is a major issue with an animal and I am aware of it, I will say something. Okay? If it's, these things forever loosen up. Sometimes I'll, okay, how can I put this? You know, you attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Okay? You're going to rail on someone for something that they may not have even been aware of is an issue. All that's going to do is cause them to bristle up and ignore any sense that you might have to offer. Okay? Oh, what you're doing is cruel. How you keep your animals is cruel. Oh no! Oh no! People, the majority of cruelty accusations that I see being made on YouTube are overkill. Seriously. I have seen abuse. Okay? And I mean, granted, I don't watch every single YouTube video out there, and I'm sure there must be some I have missed, but there are those out there that show through abuse. Okay, Misty, I know, sweetheart. I know, you don't like this. I know. She's thin-skinned. She's thin-skinned Arab. She will get chilly. So she needs the blanket. All right, Misty, you gonna stand there quietly for me, girl? There you go, good girl, easy girl. She's a little more skittish than Stormy. Stormy will take just about everything. All right. There you go, good girl. There we go. Now, what is abuse? Abuse is obviously no food or water. Okay? If you have an animal penned up and you do not give them fresh food and water or access to it on a daily basis, okay, that's cruelty. That's abuse. Flat out. If they are penned up where they do not have shelter and cannot access shelter, that is abuse. If you cannot provide some form of shelter that they have access to, and what is considered a shelter? In some cases, a row of trees. Okay? Is that shelter for a human? Not necessarily. Tighten that one up too. But for an animal who has thicker skin and fur coat, yeah, just some place where they can get out of the wind and a weather block. Okay? If you're going to pen them up where they do not have access to any form of shelter, that is abuse. Okay? Just because there's shelter, good girl. You want yours on, Licorice? Okay. Yeah. You don't really want yours on. Just because your standards may be a lot higher than that, that's on you. You know? That is completely and totally on you. But to accuse someone of abuse when everything else, all the basics are provided, I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Come here, Licorice. 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 Come on, girl. I know you probably don't really want this on, but your mama wants you to have it on. Come here. You're going to stand. You are so fat. Mainly because of the rain. She doesn't have a rain sheet for her. Well, I should probably give her Honey's rain sheet because I found my old girl's rain sheet, which is in perfectly good condition. And I think the one I bought for Honey will fit Licorice, but she doesn't really need this big winter coat. Holy mackerel, girl, you are as fat as Honey. Holy mackerel. Oh. Ugh, reach way under there. Okay. Excuse me, back up a little bit, will you please? Back up. Come on, back up. Thank you. Back up some more. Come on, back up. You know what that means. All right. Anyways. Down in there. Okay. Now, if you have the money, the means to build a Taj Mahal shelter, like say something Martha Stewart would have. Hey, wonderful, great, more power to you. But you know what? The vast majority of us out there don't. And actually, we are perfectly capable, usually, of providing more for our animals here in the United States than, say, those in the third world country. Move, shift, come on. Thank you. Oh, come on, really? Shift again. Come on, shift. Good girl. Yeah. Somebody was squawking about conditions of somebody's animals. Another channel. And it's obvious, totally obvious, that they had no knowledge of the nature of the beast, or even what's going on in the lives of the people who have the livestock. And yeah, they came back on me too. Like I said, no clue whatsoever as to what is going on in anybody else's lives. Oh, if you don't have the Taj Mahal for your animals, then you're abusive. No, people, no. If they have shelter, if they have food, if they have water, then it's not abusive. I know, I'm late with the hay. No, we don't have the Taj Mahal here. But the horses are happy. They're well fed. They have fresh water, an automatic waterer, and a stock tank. They have vet care. See if Jenny's done. Yeah, she's a slow eater. Now, is this farm set up the way I would do it? No, it's not. But it's not my property. Most of these animals here, they're not mine. They're not my responsibility. Okay? Looks like Jenny's done. At least she thinks she's done. Every person here sets their own standards, and so long as those standards include, hi Jenny, food, water, and shelter. Yep, okay, you ate everything. I gotta check because this little munchkin will knock the bucket out. Hello, Choxy. Hello, girl. Easy, come here. I know. Come on. Easy, girl. Good girl. Good girl. I know. You got a goober in your eye. I know, sweetheart. And yes, this needs to be cleaned up. And the person who's responsible for it will. But guess what, people? This is what animals do. They poop. Okay? And guess what? They don't just poop 9 to 5. Okay? They don't just poop for an hour. Okay? With the exception of a broody hen. If you have to confine an animal for whatever reason. And there are times when, yes, a horse will need to be stalled. There are times when you will need to cage a chicken. Ugh. I got another bunch of horses I need to feed. There are times when you will have to pen up cattle, pigs, goats, sheep, for whatever reason, okay? And I'm not going to go into what the reasons are because there's a multitude. And I'm sorry, this video is not going to be that long, okay? When that happens, you are going to have to poop, okay? And guess what? As soon as you get done cleaning it out and you put the animals back in there, guess what? They're going to poop again. The only time their pen is absolutely pristine is immediately after you clean it. That's it. If you have to have animals penned up for any reason, okay, they are going to poop, they are going to pee, and you are going to have a mess to clean up. Now, unless you feel like standing out there with a bucket underneath their butt to catch everything, you know what? You're gonna have poop. Let's be realistic, people. See if I can't call these guys in for feeding. They're at the round bale, which I'm glad to see they're at the round bale. I know, Ham, get out of the way. Let me tell you about the nature of this pig. I've seen him take this gate down. I've seen him move things. Hey, quit it! Quit it! He can. He's got enough strength. Oh, I gotta feed the pig first. Oh, great. Oh, no, there is a bag open. Okay, another bag. Okay. Just a minute, Ham. I'm gonna feed you. He's got enough strength. He could take me down, and he could kill me and eat me. Yes, they've been known to do that. Okay? It's called the nature of the beast. I don't know if you can hear me, because the pig is noisy. Come on, Ham, quick! Feeder is a pain. But guess what? He doesn't care. He'll eat it off the ground. You know why? Because he's a pig. I know, I'm getting worse. If you were my pig, well, first of all, I wouldn't have them. Here you go, Emma. Come on, let's get you happy first. Come on. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. There you go. You can find the bucket. There you go. All right. I would have, and I have discussed this with the owner of the pig. He said he's not my pig. Nazi timing. I guess I'll have to edit this out. Sorry, my dear, I don't have time to talk to you right now. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, I have discussed with the owner about a possible solution that is better for the pig, okay? And because of what's going on in her life right now, she has not had the time to implement it. It's just not possible. But hopefully, in about oh, I don't know, maybe a couple more weeks, that could be resolved. And I have told her I would help her. Here you go, Belle. All right. These are not my ducks. These are not my geese. These are not my chickens. Okay? This is not my property. If this were my property, would things be different? Yes. But it's not my property. Okay? These are not my horses. I feed them as a favor to the owner. The arrangement that she has with the property owner, that's between her and the property owner. The only animals that I am responsible for on this farm is Honey, and I have chosen to put Libby in here, even though she is not my horse, as a companion for Honey, because a horse should not be by itself. Okay? A horse needs at least one other companion. Now, she does have a little bit of companionship because she knows the other horses are here on this side, but Libby is in there just as a companion for Honey. Now, yes, I built that hen house, but it was not my material. It's not my property. When I gave up my chickens, I gave it back to the owner. Okay? What she does with it, that's on her. What she does with anything on this property is on her. Okay? Now, I'm not going to talk about what's going on in her life. I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff. Okay? You're not going to hear me rag on her because it's nobody else's business. I've been here for a very long time. I know her. I know the property. I know what's been going on in her life. Okay? Nobody else does. And like I said, it's nobody else's business. So, I'm not going to get on here. Could things be done better? Probably. Would things be done differently if I was handling it? Yes. But that's because I'm a different person. See this horse? She's trying to kick that pig. Even though that pig isn't doing anything to her. Everybody does things their way. Okay? Everybody does. What I do is going to be different than what you do. What you do is going to be different than what I do. There's a lot of factors that go into it. A lot of factors. Now, if you don't agree with what I do, easy, Emma. Easy, Emma. Easy, girl. She's doing a lot of prancing around for some reason. Emma, do you need more? Let me see what you got going on here. Emma, it's all right. Emma, it's all right. I'm going to give you some more grain, girl. I think she wants to go to the round bale. But the thing is, I can't let her go until the pig is done because she'll chase the pig off the pig feed. And the pig needs it. Here you go, Emma, Emma. Here you go, I'll give you a little bit more. Like I said at the beginning of this, people, if you want perfection, it's not going to happen on this earth. It's just not. Okay? You might as well accept it. We can strive to be as close to it as possible, but it's not going to happen. I had somebody years ago, long before YouTube, rail up one side of me and down the other. Because as far as she was concerned, I left my horse penned up with no water. She was wrong. It's just she did not see it. I had my horse in a grassy section, penned up, while I ran to the tack store, okay, which was a good drive away. I think she was in there for maybe 2 hours, okay? And this person got here, and she was new to horses, and she saw the horse in there, in that area. She had grass. She had plenty of grass, okay? And she did not see the bucket of water I had left for her. I was only gone for, like I said, 2 hours, okay? And when I got back, she railed up one side of me and down the other. Because where she was standing, from her vantage point, she did not see the bucket of water. So I went around to where I knew I had left the bucket of water for her. And I said, she's got water right there. I left her water. I wasn't going to leave my horse without access to water. She didn't touch it, mind you. She never touched that bucket of water, but it was there for her, and it was her choice to drink it or not drink it. And yet this woman took it on herself to rail up one side of me and down the other because she did not see it. The point is, if you're watching a YouTube video and you're railing on somebody because you don't see something or you think you see something, you don't know the whole story. You don't know all the details, okay? And yet, because you see a little 5-second clip on a video, you're going to rail on them and call them all kinds of names and threaten to call authorities and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. When you don't have a clue as to what is going on or what has been going on, you don't have a clue. How about you find out the facts? Okay? I'm sorry for this rant, people. That really ticked me off. Because what this person saw and what I saw were two completely different things. Were things ideal? No. They weren't ideal. Oftentimes, things aren't ideal. More times than not, they're not ideal. But we strive to get them as close to it as we can. We're not. I know. But hopefully you forgive me for this rant. But I got a little bit ticked off, okay? Yeah. I get a little tired of holier than thou, and that's what it boils down to, is holier than thou know-it-alls jumping down on people when they don't know the whole story about what's going on, okay? And that's what it boils down to. I've seen lots of things on YouTube. You know, it's like, you know, I wouldn't do things that way if I had anything to do it. But you know what? That's me. I'm not going through whatever those people are going through. Okay? It's just, you don't know. You don't know. They're a different person than you. They're a different person than me. We're all different. All of our circumstances are different. Okay? And to jump down on someone because what they are doing is not up to your standards. Oh, heaven forbid. Well, you know what? Get a life, people. Really. Just get a life. You think you can do better? Then do it. Okay? That's all I got to say. Sit back and criticize somebody else? You know? You think you can do better? Then do it yourself.